Okay, here we are, and it's senior night at East Brunswick High School, and it's the girls volleyball. And before they take on the South Brunswick Vikings in a last game of the season, regular season division matchup, we have a special night, and it's senior recognition day night. That it's pretty cool. Every sport at the high school does that, and each year they take it to the next level. I remember way back, it was just introducing the parents and giving them a flower. Now we have slideshows, technology's involved, and a lot of that is a result of the man I'm sitting next to, Mr. Greg Rutz. I'm Frank Noppenberger, by the way, and I'm joined by longtime coach, Hall of Fame coach, Mr. Greg Rutz. Greg, you've gone through a lot of these, certainly boys and girls volleyball coach. It is a special night for these kids and parents, right?
Yeah, definitely. I will tell you, the hardest part of it is when you've got more seniors than you have playing space. Now, they don't have that issue tonight. They have 4.
Right.
But as a coach and as seniors, I've had a couple times where I've had 7 seniors in 6 spots.
Right.
Other sports see that more than we do.
And
But otherwise, for the players and the parents, it's a really good way to culminate those 4 years of playing sports, and it's an important moment.
And okay, Paige.
Here comes number 4, Paige Anania.
And she's escorted by her mom, Jody, dad, David, and brother, Paul.
Who, by the way, played volleyball for us.
Right, I remember.
Mm-hmm. That's Haley Benez.
That's
Sorry.
what I meant to say.
Sorry.
That's Haley. There's mom, Diane, dad, Frank, and sister, Kayla.
Here's number 3, Alana DeCuna.
Okay, there's my girl, Alana, with mom, Shirley, dad, Wallace, and sister Stephanie.
Here's Bella Sapienza.
There's mom, Carr, I believe, or Cora, dad, Darius, and brother, Ashley. Look at
and her brother, Nicholas.
I believe Ashley's not here. I think he's at school, so that's the younger brother, Nicholas.
Okay, Nick. Sorry about that. So it's senior night. Let's get back to that. It's a very special night for the kids. I lived 3 of those with my daughters that they went through here. Bittersweet. Yeah, it's a great program they're involved in. They're having fun. They're enjoying it. There's so many more things than just you get out of playing sports in high school than just playing. And once your season's over, it could be it for you. This could be these seniors' last time playing volleyball. And to add to that, they didn't have a sophomore year.
Nope.
And they had, maybe half a year last year.
Half.
Right?
Yep.
So how about that for the seniors? Those 4
Yep.
seniors hanging in there.
Yep.
Taking us to an undefeated season. I believe we're 16-0. We're the number 1 seed in the GMC tournament. And we're going to be real high in the state tournament. And we just had 2 big wins this past weekend over Southern and Sterling.
Oh, that's huge.
And we're really not on the radar yet, which is good. You know.
Tonight's matchup is between the Vikings of South Brunswick and your East Brunswick Bears.
So now we're going to do starting lineups, and we'll try to talk a little bit over them. Sometimes the cards just fall in your favor. Today, it's senior night. We're undefeated. We're playing the team that's winless. So there's a lot of that, and we've already clinched a lot of things, so there's no pressure on these kids or the coaches. They can go out there and have fun. Saying to what you said is sometimes it's senior night, you want to play the kids, but maybe the division or a seeding is on line. Now this would affect the state seeding, but we're not going to get a lot of power points or quality points.
Yeah, you're not getting, win or lose, you're not getting anything out of them.
Right. You get a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, if you dump one here, you better have your 4 or 5 starters better be sitting on the bench.
We're the big secret in the conference in the state of being that
which is a great feeling to have because you can play freely. You're the underdog the entire time.
Right,
and now your starting lineup for the Bears. Number 32, Casey Traska.
Here comes number 32, Casey Traska.
Number 13, Rhea Robinson.
Number 13, Bria Robinson. Bria. Sorry, I'm being distracted by Coach Porter. There's libero Joyce Zhang. Here comes number 10, Paige Anania.
Senior, number 3, Alana DeCuna.
Here comes number 3, senior Alana DeCuna.
Senior, number 1, Haley Benez.
Senior number 1, Haley Benez.
And senior, number 9,
Number 9, senior
Sapienza.
and Isabella Sapienza.
So there it is, your undefeated, today, undefeated girls volleyball team division champs, the number 1 seed in the conference tournament, which incidentally will begin tomorrow. And
Amazing how that creeps up on you like that.
well, yeah, but everything's 100 miles an hour now.
Mm-hmm.
But the good thing, I guess, is that our first game is against 2 teams that haven't had a real good year, on par with South Brunswick here. And let me say that's no reflection on South Brunswick athletes and or their program. They shut everything down a little more than most people. So these poor kids, this is for some of them their first time playing volleyball.
Yeah, so they're
and we're having a good year.
yeah, and well, specifically with Haley and Paige, they play on elite club teams that weren't shut down nearly as much as everybody else. I'm coaching a boys club team right now with my son, and they're mostly juniors, and they're a year and a half behind.
Right.
I'm teaching them stuff that I teach my freshmen.
Right.
So it's tough right now. There's a lot of teams that are very far behind.
So you think about it. We're 16-0. We've lost a total of 3 games.
There you go.
3 games. Okay, and beat Hillsborough, Hunterdon Central, Bridgewater, Florence, and Southern Regional.
All right, I'm going to ask a silly question. Who's Florence?
Florence is down South Jersey.
Okay.
And they've been good. I think they're a group 3 or 4.
Yeah, but just the wins over Hillsborough, Hunterdon Central, and Bridgewater, who are perennial top 10s in Group 4 and didn't drop a game. Now, the win to Southern is big, but they dropped a game. But still,
right.
Where did they play that one?
It's down there.
Down there?
Well, yeah.
So you got bus legs. There's your game right there.
But, I spoke to our last game, the seniors, and they're pretty focused on the season. Really impressive.
We saw them last time. They are controlling their environment. They're controlling their 30 by 30 square extremely well, and they're a lot of fun to watch. And here we go.
And at the seating meeting, there was not even a close debate. Number 1, East Brunswick.
Look at that. Look at the platform change by Paige. Great ball outside. See ya. High hands by Haley. We were saying in volleyball, you can't stop over. And Haley is over that block whenever she wants.
So if parents are listening, if
you're
concerned about our next game, we're going to play the 19th. That'll be home. We'll play the 21st.
Out.
That'll be home. The 23rd. The 23rd will be the semis. That'll be home. And then the 26th, time to be announced. The 26th will be the finals at Old Bridge.
That's a predetermined site, correct?
Yes, that's already determined.
Yep.
Unless something happens to Old Bridge. But I know parents are interested in their schedule, and I could see us moving it along to that level. And if you're wondering why one official, there was another game going down in Churchill, and the other one just showed up. So now we're at full force. We got 2 officials and Mr. Rutz
to yell at them for bad calls.
To second guess them. Just kidding, Dr. Rutz. Just kidding.
That is not a kid. I do it all the time. I will tell you, I've become an extremely bad official in my practices. It's a lot of fun to make the wrong calls and have kids be frustrated because that's what's going to happen.
I mean, you look at the Bears up 3-zip. You take a look at the crowd there. A nice turnout here for senior night. A lot of people out here supporting the girls.
And
a great job the Booster Club did with big pictures of the girls.
Yep, I love those. I love those posters. They're great.
Right, they got posters on the wall. You can see.
The second serve. There's a second server by EB who's putting up beautiful float serves. Great touch right there by Paige. Ball wiggles. Yeah, I'd like to say it moves like a knuckleball, but I'm not sure people know what a knuckleball is anymore.
Yeah, they do. But we don't watch baseball anymore. Sorry.
That's it. That's it. Good touch by Haley. That's
hustle.
it. That's good hustle right there. Yep. I'm thinking the same thing. Coach Portera right now told Joyce she doesn't need to take that over the back of her head with a forearm pass. Just use her hands and hand pass that ball. Good feet right. Oh, good feet right there by Joyce. There you go.
What a nice touch on that one.
And that ball right there, Haley was just putting in play. She wasn't looking to win a point, just putting the ball in play. That's inexperience on South Brunswick's side.
But once you get used to the court, right,
Yeah, well, and Haley's a huge beach player, so she has great control with swings like that. Yep.
California.
Yep. Which is huge for a Jersey kid to be playing California ball.
Santa Clara, I think.
Yep. Yep, no block needed there. I don't know why they're going up with hands. Boom. Boom. You can hear it. You can hear the impact when she swings.
As a matter of fact, a lot of teams are undefeated. Our volleyball's undefeated. Our field hockey's undefeated. They're also division champs. And gymnastics is undefeated.
That's excellent.
And division champs. And everyone's awaiting the start and the completion of the GMC tournament. And then the state tournament goes right into that.
And I'm just checking, but tennis is they're done with states already, right? Because that's how that rolls. They get done in September, and then they do their regular season after.
I've missed all that. But I know they're conference champs and division champs. I know I made this announcement the last time we were on here, but if anyone's interested in becoming an official, volleyball, men and women volleyball is in dire need for officials. So if you have an interest and you like the game, contact Mr. Malta, and I'm sure he'll send you in the right direction.
Good follow. Good follow.
You know, I caught a little of the JV game.
Great swing by Paige.
We ended up losing, but same thing. Defense. Ball didn't hit the floor. Ball didn't. That's all from way, way back.
I think that might be Coach Portera's #1 pillar. He's a huge believer in,
Well, I remember when we were talking about hiring him, you said without a doubt way back then.
What a great pass.
Yeah.
Wow, that led. I know Paige's swing was nasty, but that was led by a beautiful pass by Haley. Wow. Yeah, that was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But he's only gotten better and better.
Absolutely.
His communication with players, his passion for the game and stuff.
As a young kid, you come to a high-powered program, Group 4, following your footsteps, and Melissa, your bride. It's tough because the expectations are high. The expectations are high.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I showed up, right?
Right.
Boys season my first year, I show up there back-to-back state champs. My job is not to break that system.
Right. But you
I'd like to thank Scott Arnauer for leaving his practices.
You still had to coach and win.
Yep. Got a lot of help at a young age too. I really appreciated what was in my office and around me, and with you, Mr. Knopp, and Mr. Henning, and Mr. Carney, and
Right.
Mr. Haston. I had a lot of good coaches around me.
But you still had to do the job. You still had to do it, and then you made your own footprint.
Yep.
All right, let's go back to the game. 12-5.
Yep. The seniors are in complete control right now of what they're doing, both physically and vocally. You hear them multiple times. They're going to get that one.
Oh,
That's a net violation, by the way. Yep.
what?
Yep. Yeah.
Called
Fouled
it.
her.
Must have heard you. Must have heard you.
Yeah, the up ref called it. He saw it. That was not ball. Yeah.
And, we talk about 16 games, and if you ever look at the banners, you'll see championships up there for volleyball, boys and girls, and you're going to wonder why so few games? Well, everyone is still dealing with COVID.
Yep. Everybody's handling it differently, right?
And the transportation, as any athlete, any athletic director in every school knows, that's a big issue.
Yeah, it's huge right now, right? I mean, I've been called in twice to do referee freshman games because they can't get refs. By the way, great serve right there by South Brunswick. EB, nice job. They followed it, they communicated, and the ball got to the end and dropped straight down, and they got aced on the line. So, as a coach, you're not mad about that. They did all the fundamentals right, and they got beat by the nature of a float serve.
And the other thing
Can happen.
With officials are saying, well, I don't really know the game. Well, if you look in the corner, you'll see two young ladies with red flags and pink shirts. The pink shirts is a result of senior night, but they're lines people. The
Great
only
play
sport
right there,
where
Bella.
we have kids
Yep.
officiating, and we're working on that. The state, we're working on that to end that.
Just eliminate the players. Just take them off. You don't need to put anybody else there. The game's not, with the exception of some high-level girls and some high-level boys. These two gentlemen should be able to handle this, whether they want to or not. And the money they're making, they better do it.
And if it's a high-level game, then you hire two people.
Exactly. I got no issue with four guys at conference and state stuff because you want the extra guy there. But or let's say St. Joe's comes in, it's a high-level conference game. You hire him for a couple extra,
which
right?
we used to do.
Yep.
All right, we're back to the game. It's 14-8. Kudos to South Brunswick hanging in there.
Yeah, playing tough. That ain't gonna help. Sorry, South Brunswick. I believe I jinxed you there. There we go. The sub right there. They're playing a DS back row on the right side and a front row. Casey comes in as an opposite hitter on the right side and a blocker. And Haley comes in as the DS or the back row defensive player. Great block right there by both players. Ooh.
Now
Haley got cocky there with a little lefty swing.
Now, they feel they got this game under control.
Yep. Portera's calling a timeout.
Well, yeah, because I think what you just said, you used the S word there, sloppy. Is this a time to work on a certain skill, a certain pass, a certain play, a certain serve?
If it wasn't senior night, I'd say yes. You're a game before conferences. Maybe the setter and the hitter's been working on a certain tempo or a certain ball placement, but at senior night, they're so distracted by what has happened and what will happen that you want to get through this cleanly, keep it as short as possible, let the seniors enjoy their moment and move on. Maybe if you got Rhea, number 13, walking out as their middle, maybe she's working on something, but with a senior setter, no.
Right.
But if this wasn't senior night, yeah, we'd be working on something because otherwise they'd be distracted and wouldn't be paying attention, knowing they should win the game without paying attention, and that's hard to do.
We talked about the challenges of running a senior night. There's also the distractions. You got the yearbook photographer here. You got parents, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, uncles.
Yep, and for some people, this is one of the few nights where their parents get to come because they work, whatever, they don't get to make them. And so now there's added pressure that, mom and dad are here, I got to play well, What a great dig right there. What a great dig out. What a great dig by 5 on South Brunswick. That was a good swing by Haley, but she was in good space. Good space, made a great dig.
The coach was telling me they got a lot of juniors, playing a lot of juniors.
That's good. That's good. That means that next year, they're only getting better. They're not losing a lot, which is... good track. As I about to say that they make a swing like that, the one thing that South Brunswick is really missing is somebody to put a ball away.
Well, they're excited though. Look,
Yeah, they're playing tough, but they don't have like right now. You've seen Paige and Haley come up and they're putting balls away. They're finishing points, and their approach on this side, their attack swing on this side isn't nearly as, and it shouldn't be. That's in. That's in. That's in. That's in.
What could you?
That's in.
What would you do if you're South Brunswick? What would you do if you know you're overmatched? Like in some sports, you can hold the ball, you can run the ball.
You have to put pressure on them serving, so that they can't do that, because they can't have a perfect pass to a perfect set.
So South Brunswick
they got to serve short and make them come up, or they got to serve high floaters and make them second guess and put that ball at the 10-foot line and keep Haley and Paige off the net, which they can still score off. Don't get me wrong, but you make them one-dimensional if you can force it on the serve.
You don't want to do the 1-2-3.
No, yeah, you don't want getting the throw on that one. A rolled upper hand. It was the right play. The outside tried to just tip it across, but you could see it hit the palm and roll up the hands. And that lines person shouldn't be standing right there, but
Yeah. But they're kids. That's my thing.
Yeah, well, no. The referee should tell them they should be backing up and they shouldn't be standing there. But got a timeout coming on South Brunswick. That timeout definitely helped out. I think they settled them down a little bit. They're having fun, but they're a little more focused coming out. That's all he wanted.
All he wants to do is probably tell them just what you said, it's senior night.
Yep.
Let's play. Let's not get into bad habits.
Yep.
Because I think the next game we play, which I believe is the 19th, which is tomorrow, as a matter of fact, I don't see it being a down-to-the-wire game.
Yeah.
Which
is actually a tough scenario for them to play 3 in a row that don't have any real value to them.
Right.
I know they do because they got to win and move on. But as far as there's no one pushing them, there's no competition, there's no, when you're, we've been there before, and so some of those are the toughest games. You don't have to get kids up for a St. Joe's game or an Old Bridge game. You're automatically there. But
so they're going to play the winner of New Brunswick, Timothy Christian.
Yikes.
New Brunswick was winless, and they were seeded higher than Timothy Christian. Then they'll play the winner of JFK Woodbridge.
So they're going to play Old Bridge in the semis.
Yeah.
That'll be their first match on the 23rd.
Right.
Okay.
Well, the Kennedy's not bad, they say.
They've had one time they had a really good outside hitter who played small D1, but I haven't seen anything out of him since then.
But luckily we'll play Old Bridge at home, and we look at the bracket.
Yeah, that's huge.
And then it would be Monroe at Old Bridge.
Same thing. I wouldn't want to play at Old Bridge or at Monroe. I don't like their gyms at all. Wow, I didn't see that coming. What a great set. What a great set right there.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise.
And both times Grace has served, they've been, as far as in rotation, not the last two, but consistently good jump float, a little bit of movement, tends to be high up on the girls, on the passers. I still don't know why, but I've been doing this for a long time. But the female volleyball players don't like to pass with their hands. They want a platform pass, and the boys don't want a platform pass. They just want a hand pass. And I assume it's because of strength and control and speed.
Of the ball coming in.
Well, because if you take it with your hands, you can double it. It's legal to double it on that first contact coming over. So they can butcher it all they want and just basically throw the ball to the setter. But the girls, on maybe hand size, I don't know. They don't, have had very few. Yes. Sorry for yelling.
Look at it. Ooh.
Sorry for yelling. That ball was up.
Good effort.
Oh, that was good. That was all hands.
Oh, she's excited about that.
That was all ball.
Yeah.
All ball. Now,
Bella
I will be honest. I will be honest to the crowd. I only tell my players to lie about one skill in volleyball, and that is the skill right there. It's called a pancake.
Pancake.
because referees do not call it cleanly. So whether it hits their hand or not, their job is to yell up, up, up.
Right.
Because most people think if it hits part of the hand, it's good. It's got to hit all hand, no floor. But most referees aren't good at it, like this gentleman right here just made a bad call because that was all. It hit her in the wrist. It didn't even hit her in the hand. It hit her in the wrist.
Oh, good serve.
That's it. That's what they got to do, right? See, they put pressure on. Now Casey's hitting, who is normally a much better hitter than that. I hope I didn't jinx her right there. Been watching Casey play for a couple of years down by us. Right?
Yeah, you missed it on the screen, but exactly what you said. Coach Patera got up and told her exactly what to do on that swing.
Mm-hmm.
He's still coaching. We're up 22-14. Mm-hmm. He's still coaching and teaching.
Never stops. It's a good dig on a high swing right there. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Tough ball right there. A little great floater right there. Had a little, ooh, good touch. Oh, bad communication right there. That's it, that's it. You want Paige taking that ball every time. She plays libero in the offseason, so defense is kind of what she does. Ooh. All right, let's go.
So, remind me to...
Here comes the DS sub on
the timeout, whatever. Ask me what else is doing volleyball. It's a long conversation. Bears are up 23-15. Again, this is a Red Division matchup. It's the last regular season game. The Bears have already clinched the Red Division.
Like we said, right? We just said they got to put pressure on serving, and they've done that. The last 2 or 3 serves have been very aggressive and good plays. So Evie's got to settle.
Oh, you knew that was coming. Oh, they handled it well.
Yep, she was in good position right there. Earlier, she was too shallow, and Paige was just beating her by position. Kind of like that. We were discussing teams before. I don't want to seem like we're cocky, but I've been in this game a long time.
I'll tell you what. South Brunswick.
They could beat a number 5. They could beat Mother Seton.
They're better than I anticipated.
Yep.
She saw it. She thought it was out.
Yep.
The player thought it was out. That poor kid called it in.
Yep.
And you know,
it's I would say from the linesman vantage point, if they foul the ball, what happens is the ball by vision blurs.
Right.
So now it looks like the ball hits the line because your eyes see it as a larger ball than it really is. And that's the hard part of the younger kids is that they don't know to watch the ground and let the ball bounce, which you wouldn't expect it from them. They barely know the game. How are they going to know how to call lines?
Plus, it's hard. Okay, so what's new in volleyball in the state? Besides we need officials, there's still talk. It's starting up again. Going best 3 out of 5. And
with just varsity? Just varsity.
Well, that's the major discussion.
It should only be varsity. There's no reason for JV to do it. You prolong way too much, and they're not physically fit enough to play that.
The
guys or girls, doesn't matter.
The naysayers are saying it's going to take too long. The games 3 out of 5, because if you do only keep it 2 out of 3, and if they limit the number of games.
Yes. They have to limit the number of games.
Because the officials will want more money.
That they shouldn't get. They already got the raise. They got the raise a bunch of years ago when they didn't deserve it then.
So it's a major discussion, and it's always.
I gotta be honest. I've been on the fence for a long time, because I know if you go to 3 out of 5, it's a maximum of 3 matches a week, maybe 2, and then something on a Saturday.
So you.
Right? It's a much longer.
Okay, so what do you do Saturday? What if you have one of those mini round-robin tournaments?
That you have my objective would be, let's say you get 15 games a season, right? In regular season, you get 15 plus, let's call it 3 Saturdays, right? So whatever you do on a Saturday, you want to do a quad, you get a quad. You want to do a tournament, you do a tournament. That counts as your Saturday. Anything other than a single game on a Saturday counts as a Saturday, and you get 3 Saturdays and 15 games.
So can I play 4 games on a Saturday?
Yeah, that would be your quad. Yeah, but they wouldn't be 3 out of 5s because you could never get that in a day.
Right.
They'd have to be modified 2 out of 3s or something.
Oh, so you could see all the challenges
Oh, yeah,
that the
yeah.
administration.
Yep. And well,
That's
teams
right.
like a team like South Brunswick or St. Joe's, Southern Regional or St. Joe's, who play 40 games a year, they don't want it because they want their kids playing maximum amount of games.
Correct.
The schools that can't afford multiple games and keep it limited doesn't affect them because they only have so many matches anyway.
Okay, so here's the second game. It's the best 2 out of 3, as you know, and Mr. Rutz will give us the starting lineup.
Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Stop the clock.
Okay, we
We're
got
good.
the start. We got number 13, the same ones.
Yeah, they're going to start the same way. He'll make adjustments later in the game if they need to.
So we got number.
That's Bella, the setter. It just served. Now she's getting predictable.
All right, so we got number 1 out there.
Oh,
We got Haley.
that's Haley Benez. Let's see. We'll go around from where we are. So Haley's out there. Setter, Bella, Sepenenza. Joyce Zhang is libero. Paige Anania is number 10. Number 8 is Morgan Stoner. And number 13 is Rhea Robinson playing middle.
Great effort there. Hope she's okay. A dive there. I think that was by Annie.
Bella got up smiling, so we'll assume that she did not lose teeth on the
Right.
bleachers.
I'm sure the parents were saying, just thinking the same thing. 2-0 Vikings.
Yep, they're coming out. They're pressing the serve right now, just like we told them.
Oh,
How did that go through the net?
no, they're saying it went through. I don't think it went through.
It went through the net.
Do-over.
No. That's not a do-over. That's their point. It's their point.
Even our parents are saying the same thing.
Hey, don't let him redo that. That's your point. Don't let him redo that.
So it,
No.
okay, they're going to work it out. Okay, good job on the camera there. We're looking,
Oh, there you go.
I thought we were
Hey,
looking
you know
at
what
the
that is
record.
right there? That's a view that says that their AD need to get them a new net.
I think it just broke it right there.
That,
Okay.
if they had called that a replay, that might have been one of my top 5 worst calls of all time. Because it was the center of the net. It wasn't like it was on the tape. It was the center of the net. So it was going into the net. You can't replay
Well, I was
that point.
impressed with that parent up there. It was.
Calling it for the other side,
Yeah.
right? Yep.
I wonder if it was game point if we'd be doing that. Why do I say those dumb things? Okay, so it's 3-1 Bears. Vikings.
Again, though, you get mad you lose the point there, but I thought South Brunswick did a nice job of tracking it, and they communicated. They called the ball
Right.
out, and they were wrong. It happens.
It was close. It was a
Yep.
tough call.
You know, if that ball landed at the foul line, okay, you got an argument, but it lands a foot. I didn't see a double there, but what do I know?
That's what the girls were just pointing out to one another. The double.
I think Haley's, who's Benez, who's serving right now, is stepping it up. She wasn't serving this aggressive in the first game. She's putting a little pressure on to get back. She put a little more zip on this ball. She's starting to place it a little better like that one. Deep to the corner. She's doing those serves on purpose. Setters out.
Oh,
In.
I'll tell you how tough it is. There was no doubt in my mind that was out. No, I know I'm 68. My eyes are gone. But, wow.
That ball was in by 6 inches one way and
Yeah,
6 inches the other.
That's why I'll just stick to what I'm doing here.
Yeah, but we've been arguing about in and out calls since you were a youngster.
I
That's not a new
can't- I
thing.
cannot.
Not a new thing.
It's too fast to blur. And a lot of time it's wishful thinking,
Yep. Ooh, little bad toss right there. Somebody talking a little trash in the stands. Haley was smiling at somebody.
So 6-4. Gotta say the Bears are not sure if they're on their A game. You'd have to respond to that one.
That Libero's really stepped up.
Over. Well, maybe the South Brunswick isn't as bad as they have been.
No, they
Because I don't know, but I know going into the tournament seeding, they only had about 12 games. One of the GMC schools didn't play them. They're supposed to play them twice. That would have given 14.
Oh wow, they lost 2 games out of it.
Well, they didn't. They weren't able to play the games. Correct.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's not my business.
Yeah. Yep. But you know, things happen, right? Things happen. One game might be a bust, one might be officials, one might be an issue at the school. It happens. Right. We got rained out at JP Stevens one year.
Remember the roof
was leaking. Yep. They weren't happy when I said we can just play there with a garbage can. We'd be all right. Oh, what a great block right there by, I'm assuming by the response, that was all Alana right there. Alana DeCunha.
Well, the enthusiasm of South Brunswick is really impressive.
Great ball right there. The Bears are doing a great job of, that's a bump set, leading the hitter. You know, just a couple feet in front and allowing Haley to step into that one.
They just, it's like Bill Bradley's, a sense of where you are on the court. These girls know exactly how many balls have they hit from that spot on this court in practice and games.
And that right there, you got the opposite effect. That ball rose and carried out on the floater where both teams have been beat on drops. This just in.
9-6.
Like you said, I mean, South Brunswick's fighting hard right now. They're playing tough. Nice swipe right there by Alana on what was a difficult set by Bella. But South Brunswick got to recognize right now, if Bella goes to a knee, she's setting middle, so they should be pressing that hard. And
you could see the experience of the seniors adjusting and just on a serve that isn't the best.
Yep.
Just making adjustments.
That's it. Good follow, good communication. It's like I said, it really is a pleasure to watch as a fan of volleyball.
Guy, right.
Yep.
It's a good team. I think the last time we had a run on the state tournament was when I don't know, were you coaching or was it your wife when we were not?
Well,
they
won last year. No, that was
right.
Melissa. I was the JV coach and she was the varsity coach.
Remember
We lost in sectional final, Group 4 finals versus Hunter and Central.
And we had game point, and all she had to do was dink it down. I'll never forget it.
Yep, that was I think that was back-to-back years they made.
Right.
Group 4 final.
We had to go up to like William Patterson, right?
Yep. That's where they played all the group finals were all played kind of in a row.
They're changing that this year too.
Are they?
Sectionals, yeah.
They doing sectionals again.
Don't quote me on that. I know there's a big change. If it was boys, I'd have a better idea. The girls.
Yeah, the boys a little easier to manage though because it's such a much smaller.
Look at this.
Great touch by. You got to call that. Unfortunately, Bella made a fantastic touch.
Right.
And then we misplayed the third contact.
So speaking of the states for girls, if indeed,
That's not coach, by the way. We don't coach the duck and roll.
We rack up these power points. We could be home to the sectional finals.
Yeah. Because especially with the wins out of conference, with that Southern Regional win, the Bridgewater, Hunter and Central, Hillsborough wins, and they won. Didn't they win the Bloomfield tournament?
Right.
That doesn't count. But it is looked upon because they beat a bunch of teams from North Jersey, so that's something that you could.
Yeah, we're going to be. We should have a nice seed in that.
Yeah, and that's huge. It's huge around here. Some of these gyms are awkward. You play at 100 Central. That gym is.
Yeah, the setup's weird.
The ceiling's so low you could pole vault over it. Hunter and Central and St. Joe's have the two greatest home court advantages because of their shape of their gyms. Good hands right there.
Ooh.
Oh, great up. They're playing great D. Right there, get there. Great up again, and that's why Haley's in there on the defensive end, 29.
Out.
Haley hit that one out, but Haley Benez, but what am I looking for? I'm sorry. Haley Kim playing 29. She's the backup libero. She came in. What a great dig on that cross-court swing.
Staying with it.
Yep.
That's the point.
Now, sets a little low. She kind of pushed it.
I see a timeout coming. No.
No, he'll make them earn it. I chuckle because the setter just pushed the middle out of the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, we teach that because the middles need to get out of the way. Oh, good play right there by Bella.
Boy, are they hustling South Brunswick.
Oh, there it is. A beautiful pass. Little off. That ball's in. Great cut to 4. Libero switch. Alana going back to serve at the middle. Libero's only allowed to serve for 1 middle during a game. That middle can change, but she's in a specific rotation, like a batting order, so to speak.
Too many rules.
That's it. It's great serve by Lana right there.
Well, I can't say enough about the coaching staff and the job they did this year, especially. I mean, I know they won sectionals last year and they had it coming in, but to be undefeated and to beat those schools, the Hillsborough, 100, and Bridgewater, Florence.
And they lost a couple good seniors last year. They lost they lost a 6-foot middle. That's a hard to replace when she's that athletic, and they stepped right up. And when you keep the seniors that you kept, you can hang in there. But
and the impressive thing is, like we said before, they've lost 3 games all year.
Yep. 3 games in what? In 16 matches.
And one was to Colonia, who's a quality club.
Yeah.
And let me see where that was. No,
Robbie.
That was home.
Oh.
Oh, we were here. I think we did that game. But it's so good to have some sort of normalcy back to high school athletics.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, you gotta, you feel for these kids who, that lost,
especially the seniors,
seasons of opportunity. Like you said, they're only seniors. Their only opportunity to play. Right. They're not going on to play college ball. They're not playing club ball. No matter what sport it is. There you go. Way to go. Taylor. Great block right there by Rhea and Haley. Haley came right off. She knew. Great transition. There you go. Come on, more. That's it.
I'll tell you what, South Brunswick.
Out. Number 5 for them. I'd like to know her name. She's playing some really good defense.
Yeah.
Seeing the court real well. The libero, number 1, is playing really good D. A couple of those ladies are serving real well. They're pushing hard here. They're giving us a run for our money. I wouldn't want to see him again in the conference tournament.
Oh, good one. It was in?
I wasn't sure it was inside the antenna, but it was definitely in the court.
All right, if we're going to pick it up, we better pick it up soon.
Yeah, I go food shopping. We can't go 3.
No.
Again, there it is. Woo!
Right at a jump ball.
Right now, they're calling replay.
Because he blew the whistle?
EB got the ball up, and he intentionally blew the whistle, so there's going to be a replay on that point.
All right.
I was screened, so I didn't see if there was contact made. But nice call by the official. He made an assumption, and the player made the ball, and
he called it.
Yep.
My bad.
Yep. You don't see that too often. You don't see them admit to it too. That hurts right there. You feel bad about that.
If that was Big Ten football, you think they would have been happy with that call?
It's unreal.
Oh.
The setter's got to get there. That wasn't a. The libero had a good platform. Could have been higher, but it was good. She's tracking the ball well.
Nothing like seniors to have a game like this for them to remain leaders and to be poised.
Yep, they're doing a nice job. That's it. Get it up, That's it. Great ball right there by everybody.
Oh.
They're in on it.
It's a pretty good rally here. What's still going on? You don't want to lose these, right?
No. Those are momentum breakers.
Isn't that something?
But that's the difference right now, really, between EB and South Brunswick. They're both playing good D, but EB has 2 people who can put a ball away like that. That's the ball I've been waiting for. South Brunswick's playing a little bit deep for me in serve receive. I'm waiting for Haley to drop on short.
Did she see that? Did coach call it, or?
No, that's on her.
So the coach at this.
Yep. At least with seniors like that, he doesn't have to make that adjustment with her. You might do that with a sophomore playing up or somebody who's unsure of their serve. You'd say, hey, I want a ball here. Some coaches do it because they want the control.
Or if he really wanted you to serve to a particular spot.
Yeah. Every year you have 1, maybe 2 servers. You can say, hey, I want a ball here, and they can do it on a dime.
Plus, 2 of our seniors, I'm not sure if all of them, play volleyball all year round.
All year round.
And we're not going to debate it. Sometimes that's good and bad.
Well, I think with at least with like, I believe Paige plays, but I know Haley does. By getting on the beach, it's not the same sport. So I'm not a big proponent of 4 seasons of the same sport. But I know it's volleyball, but you're on the beach, it's a totally different environment. Skills change because some are legal on the beach that aren't legal here, vice versa. And we've all been to the beach. It's a heck of a lot more fun playing there than it is playing here.
Right.
Unless it's windy. And it's brutal. It's a good set. Lefty's a little early.
But you could see our kids are volleyball players.
Yeah, they all.
Way back.
Yep.
When we first started, we had athletes just playing
volleyball. Now we have volleyball players. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Correct. Because they're all playing club.
Right.
That really started with the Becky Temkin senior year.
Oh my God.
Because
there's a name.
Becky was she was the first EB girl we had that played club starting at a younger level. She was playing in 6th and 7th grade. And she was the first one that really kind of drew the rest of them in, and it really kind of exploded. We had the boys playing. We didn't have the girls playing as much. We had one here or there, but she kind of bumped that level up.
Well, we were winning early because of coaching. We had volleyball people coaching volleyball.
Great dig. Yeah, I mean, it's before me and after me. It's all been.
Oh, nice.
I think that was out, but it was a nice dig by Haley. Oh. Good long rally right there to win that one on senior night. I think Haley just wanted to keep playing.
Well, congratulations to coach and the Bears, undefeated regular season. Now it's good luck for the GMC tournament, which starts here tomorrow, and I gave you those dates already. And should be home up to, including the
semifinals.
GMC semifinals.
Yep.
Greg, on behalf of the kids in the athletic department, I want to thank you for volunteering your time to add your expertise to this game.
My pleasure. It's fun to come out here and talk up a little sports with you.
And again, to Dave and Pags and the crew, there's our seniors. There they go. There they go.
There you go.
The idea of creating lasting memories for these kids, tapes, just a wonderful thing. So with that being said, thank you everyone for watching the Bears. Any questions about athletics? Because the winter season's coming real quick. You certainly contact Mr. Malta. So for Mr. Knopp and Mr. Rutz, thank you for watching, and go Bears.